Hey everyone, it's Coolkid here, back for another One Piece chapter review, chapter 1072. And okay guys, if I gotta be honest, because I know this is one of those chapters where everyone's talking about that one thing, and usually for the beginning of my chapter reviews, I don't particularly like to spoil anything in case if someone pops on this video like, oh yeah, I wonder what the next chapter will be, what's happening in the next chapter, just like the first couple of pages or whatever, or someone's looking at my video and not be spoiled by the thumbnail, because I know a couple of people who wait for the official release, and I just don't want to do that. But not to spoil anything for those people is that at the end of this chapter, it's one of those big reveals where everyone's like, wait, what? Yeah, one of those. And I guess I'll just say, for me, at least, I don't really care about spoilers, but, I don't want it to spoil anyone, so let's just, get ready with the chapter review, since I don't really got anything else to say beforehand. I could probably leave that stuff towards the end of the video, but let's get started with the chapter review. But of course, as always, we must get started with the cover page, where we're continuing on with the Germa 66 cover page story, volume 28. Ooh, mass producing deadly weapons for peace, of course, for peace. Actually, it has been a while since we got back to the story, at least with my chapter reviews. So let me try and remember what happened last time, because I did miss the last time we did the last couple of Germa 66 stories with the chapter reviews, unfortunately. But yeah, I think last time we got to see the Mads first forming up. And now, I think everyone's still in Mads right now, but we just see our deadly producers, Caesar the Clown, creating his faux Devilforts, his artificial Devilforts, or what seems to be the star of it. We got Queen, who's developing some new viruses, and then we got Judge developing his, not his clones, but his spear. Yeah, totally for peace. Totally for peace. I mean, I don't know. I mean, even though we don't see Vegapunk in this cover page and right now, I mean, I still presume everyone right here is now in Mads, but some time has passed, which unfortunately I have to eat my words about Caesar being part of Mads. I don't know. I just didn't have that feeling, but I guess it makes sense enough. But yeah, I don't know. The feeling I just get from this is like, you get someone like Vegapunk's like, oh yeah, we're here to develop science for peace, and then everyone's else like, oh yeah, totally, we love peace, guys. Like, don't we? Yeah, we'll have fun. Destruction. I mean, saving for the peace. So yeah, I don't know. I just get the feeling that Vegapunk was really the only one who wanted peace. Actually, wait a minute. That actually could have been the reason why it fell. Vegapunk was like, you guys don't care about peace. All you care about is mass destruction. Screw this. Mads is over. Bye, everyone. Maybe that could be it. Also, it's weird kind of thinking that, it's the Germa 66 cover page story, but we haven't really been focusing on the Germa 66 for a while. I mean, literally, this could turn out to be Germa 66 cover page stories, but in disguise, a Vegapunk flashback. I think I'm fine with that, honestly. I mean, like, if we are going to get, like, a true Vegapunk flashback in the, I guess, the actual story itself, they'll be probably pertain to the more important stuff, and we've already seen, bits and pieces of Vegapunk in the past already, but it's to the important stuff to the story, so, All the other stuff, I could just totally see just being dumped into this cover page. Well, I'm perfectly fine. But, yeah, let these mad scientists roam with their mad words and destruction. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's really all I gotta say about the cover page. So, I guess it's time to go to the actual story itself. So, actually, interestingly, the beginning of the, I guess this chapter actually does like a internal dialogue from Vegapunk itself, and it's like, even if, not internal dialogue, I mean like a narration or something where he goes, even if the world does not accept how she came to be, this girl is unmistakably human. It was a success. I bear witness to this achievement, and I maintain this as a huge step forward to peace. Yeah, sure. I'm sure everyone else in Madge is agree with that, but yeah, and then it ends with Dr. Vegapunk, Chief of Mad, the Laboratory of Peace. And I'll definitely be talking about this later, especially what happens with the chapter. But yeah. But continuing on, we get to see, well, Bonnie in her little girl's stand. She's like, I think I broke something. Well. And then we got Vegapunk being like, oh, Bonnie, come on. It'll be all right. You know what? I'll get some meds. Mix, come on. Bonnie's been hurt. But unfortunately, it's a duped plan by her where she suddenly does something we actually haven't seen her done before. Future distortion, where I guess she distorts her all for upper body strength and everything, and just freaking almost smacks Vegapunk right in the face. And he's like, wait a minute, Bonnie, stop this, even if you killed me. And then she does timely thrust and straight up hits Vegapunk from behind, which then what happens where Vegapunk, like all these, I guess, starry shape kind of deals, just pops out all Vegapunk, and then he suddenly turns into a child age. Oh god, that is very unique. That's something I haven't seen before. And with Vegapunk as a kid, he's like, dang it, I bet those shiny doodads are supposed to be like, I don't know, manifestation of the years I lost. God damn it, you turned me into a helpless child. Come on, give me my freaking golden years back. So, okay, I do want to stop here before continuing on. Actually, I do think it's definitely very interesting that this is probably the first we've seen extension of Bonnie's powers, because before that it was, you know, she can turn anybody into a child or, you know, an old man or whatever, affect their age physically as it seems, but I don't know. We haven't seen this before where she literally is. I guess from what we're seeing at this point, when she used that attack, what was it called again? Timely thrust. She literally takes all the, I guess, knowledge and years away from Vegapunk itself, and should probably mention, she does mention that her power doesn't last on living things forever. So even so, Vegapunk will eventually get those things back in his body. But very interesting. Also, the whole what was it? Let me go back up where she does Distorted Future, where I don't know what's that supposed to mean. If like Distorted Future, as in she creates an alternate timeline where Bonnie becomes like super buff or whatever. I don't know what it exactly means, because obviously, because what we've seen with Bonnie's powers, it affects you on a physical level. You don't actually turn into what you looked like as like a baby or whatever, but you physically turn into a baby. And like I remember Jinbei, you know, even when he turned to a young child by Bonnie's power, he still had his scars. So, you know, you can't forget, you know, anything like that. So I am really curious how her powers are trying to go. I actually wonder if her powers are really as it is, or well, oh god damn it, Oda, please don't tell me it's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, didn't I tell you it was the HH fruit? Did you forget? I don't know. I mean, maybe it could be also some variation on the time fruit, because actually, wait a minute, what was goddamn God, I forgot her name, but what's the name of that fruit? Or do we never got that? The time travel fruits. But either way, hopefully we'll get to find out whatever Bonnie's power is eventually. But yeah, back to the chapter. She continues like, just calm down. My powers don't last on living things forever. But you said you had a reason. Well, you better start talking. Why the hell did you kill my father? And obviously to her, turning Kuma into, well, a mindless cyborg, she views it as, well, he might as well be dead. And Vegapunk continues like, but Bonnie, if I tell you... And then we go back to the red port where literally we just see Kuma climbing his way up the red wall, which I'm pretty sure he can shoot himself up there, but okay. But yeah, and everyone's like, wait a minute, the Kuma's trying to climb up the red wall. There's no way he'll make it up to the top. And then we got Vegapunk being like, if I divulge the reasons, it would only serve to hurt you. She's like, huh? That's why I can't. I promised Kuma that I would keep this a secret no matter what. And she immediately just becomes pissed like, what? You telling me you can't tell me why you killed my dad? Do I look like I was born yesterday? Stop screwing around. But I'm not trying to pull a fast one here. You gotta believe me. No one made that decision except for him. Kuma chose his own faith. And she would be like, liar. My dad would never die and abandon me. I'll kill you. It's been hard on me too. I wish I could forget the ordeal. Kuma is an incredible man. I've always been proud to call him my close friend. So please, buddy, I can't say anything more on the matter. Then we go back to the red wall where literally a bunch of Marines are just shooting down Kuma. And there's like, I think a big explosion where Kuma is currently at. And then we move back to Bonnie. Yes, there's a lot of moving back between Kuma and Bonnie, but yeah, Bonnie's like, Bonnie just throws a Vegapunk on the ground. And she's like, just spit it out. I'm not going to blindly swallow your half-ass excuse. And he's like, this is a child abuse. And then suddenly a beeping noise comes up. Beep, beep, beep. And then Bonnie turns behind her, seeing this mysterious door. And Vegapunk's like, well, no, wait, Bonnie, pay no attention to what's going on over there. It has absolutely nothing to do with that. You gotta hear me, Bonnie. And she's like, that's obviously a lie. And we see this mysterious door with the paw print. Yeah, totally nothing with Kuma here. So, yeah, and then she tries to open the door, but unfortunately it's locked, and then she does a little breakdown where she literally breaks down the lock chain. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess she can do that. That's within reason of her power. And then when she gets into that room, we see this, I guess, giant bubble paw print that we see in here, What could this be? And then immediately we go into a flashback with Vegapunk and Kuma. And then we got Kuma being like, memories? He's like, oh yes, as a scientist in the West Blue hypothesis that a person could lose 21 grams of mass upon their death. That could be considered the weight of their soul. Fascinating, isn't that? If nothing else, the link with that would prove that souls, in fact, do exist. Which, just to pop out right here, one, I'm pretty sure this is actually based on an actual hypothesis that, your mind actually is like what, weighs 21 grams, or your not your mind, your soul actually weighs something on your physical body. I think it's actually based on like a real life hypothesis of that. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe so. If I'm wrong, then you can call me out in the comment section below. But yeah, continuing on with the flashback, he's like, and your power can take something and treasure can give it like pain and physical form, and not only that, you can even transfer it to others. A total wireless transmission of nervous systems. Very interesting. So I'm wondering if by that same logic can be applied to the other nerves, and we can determine things like imagination and memories as massive volume as well. And Kuba's like, so you want to pull my memories out and show them to you? Well, that's far too personal. Please don't help me a bad science. Nobody else would see that, I promise. No. I'm begging you. And then ends the flashback there, which, to pause right here, I'll definitely talk about this a lot later, but one I really want to talk about is freaking Koopa's shade in the flashback. Like, damn, he has some really cool ass shades. Like, not going to lie, I wish I could have like glasses or shades or whatever they're supposed to be as cool as goddamn Kuma. You're so cool. But yeah, we're back to the present where we got Vegapunk being like, don't touch that, Bonnie! I'm sure you're familiar as Koopa's powers as well, but there's nothing there paying. There's more than enough to kill someone. And she's like, no. And then we go back to where Kuma is, and he, gets directly hit. He starts falling down from the red line, and they're like, shoot him down, just make sure he doesn't get up to Marish. Wow. And then we go back to Bon, who's like, I know my father's ability way too well. And then we go back to Kuma, and all the Marines are like, seize him! Make sure you finish him off! He's still alive! Civilians, please back off! And we got Kuma fighting off these Marines. And then Bonnie is like, well, these are his memories, aren't they? And then, we see one last shot of Kuma, I presume, reaching up, and that ends that section there. And oh my god, dude, I want to talk about this like so much right now, but I really want to leave this till later to exactly what could be happening through this. I was really excited about reading this, but yeah, then we go back to the Egghead Labo Spirit Stratum, where we got everyone with Nami first being like, what? Rob Lucci really made all the way up here? And then we got Shaka being like, my apologies, the system malfunctioned momentarily. And then we got Usopp being like, well, at least it's a good thing that Zoro and Brooke stayed on the ship. There's no way they would lose, even if it's 2 against 3. I'm sure they'll figure something out. And then Shaka's like, no. Look again, I fear the battle way more lopsided than you think. And then we see, bam, the Seraphims made it all the way up to the Labo Spear. And Usopp's like, wait a minute, those Seraphims are up here too? Yes, now it's 7 against 2. And they're up against the best of the best. And then Usopp's like, God damn, why did they call them up while the barrier was down? And Shaka's like, no, I doubt CP0 would do that. And he continues saying, well, you see, the Seraphims are able to assess combat situations, and they're equipped with very limited decision-making abilities of their own. So they chose to decide to go up on the barrier while it was down, and then we go to CP0 with Lucci being like, wait a minute, we didn't order them to come up. And Susie's like, whatever. It's not like we can tell them to go down since the barrier's up. And then we got freaking Shaka like, oh yes, this is the perfect situation. The enemy has seriously miscalculated. Now they're back up here. We can get them on our side since we're higher up in the command. And then we see, the hierarchy board where it goes from Authority Chip, currently CP0, then Sentomaru, who is bye-bye, and then we got Vegapunk, and then all the way up is the Five Elders. So, at least Oda's good enough to remind us of this again and everything. And we got both Edison and Lilith going on the offensive like, well, I assume it's time to get our time out of there and order them while there's still a huge threat. I'll be back lickety-split. And Lilith's like, hopefully you two can hang it out there. Woohoo! I will go there too. And Shaka's like, well, I guess I'll leave it up to you, Edison. Shaka, get off your high horse! And then, meanwhile, we got Sanji being like, oh, well, I guess it's such a disappointment that Moss had with Crow just before we get so close to reaching the One Piece. So then Nami's like, come on, go after them too, Sanji. And then Sanji and apparently for some reason Frankie go out to help join the battle. And then we go to Brook and Brooke and Zoro, and Brooke's like, what the heck is he supposed to be? And Zoro's like, I think he's meant to be a giraffe, but he's kind of different from what I remember. Doesn't matter, I want to dice him how either way. And then we see Kaku in his new awakened Zone hybrid form, which actually, I never discussed the chapter with the Rob Lucci fight and Luffy fight where we saw Rob Lucci's Awakened Zone. So I guess that's the first time I'll discuss about this here on my channel, where I guess these Awakening Zones, they have like this flame pattern attire to them, at least to all of them. So I guess it's kind of interesting, or at least what we've seen so far. And actually, now I think about it, during like the Wano fight with freaking goddamn Kaido, I forgot. But didn't he have like this flame pattern attire to him? So couldn't Kaido be already awakened? Ooh, that sounds very interesting. But to be fair, that could just be because, it's the Dragon Zone, so whatever. But yeah, an interesting thing to think about if all these, to know if Zone's awakened, let the flames go on. But yeah, while Kaku's in his hybrid form, hybrid awakening form, he's like, that's if you could cut me down, roaring Nora Zoro. And Zoro's like, look at the ship, Brook. And then Kaku goes to attack Zoro with Nose God, Giraffe Man, Gyro, where he attacks Zoro with his nose and starts spinning his neck and face around, making like this kind of spiral attack. Zoro's able to block it, and he's like, I had my filling with critters with their zigzag attacks back in Wano. I'm so tired of it. And then he goes on the offensive, attacking Kaku. And then we go to Lucci, who's like, Seraphims, go attack Vega before Vegapunk gets here. Destroy the lab. And then, all of the, Seraphims start, attacking, destroying, dismantling the lab, shooting lasers. One of them literally just cuts down a huge chunk of it. So, yeah, damn, these things are dangerous. You would think that Vegapunk would install like some parameter measures. So, it's like one of those orders that like, sorry, we cannot destroy Vegapunk, or we cannot destroy the lab or anything. You think Vegapunk would install that? But, yeah, continuing on, we got freaking Gaku being like, well, they surely know how to razzle dazzle. They're basically doing a job for us. And then suddenly we got, Stussy biting down on Kaku. He's like, wait a minute, you. And he freaking just falls to the ground, completely knocked down. And then we got Rob Lucci reacting to this. He's like, wait a minute, what the heck are you doing? It's Stussy! And Stutzi's like, oh, me? I'm just putting him to sleep. But, so, would you be pleased to join him, Lucci? I think this is for your cat nap, too. Ooh, and then we see that with Stussy with wings and blood coming down her face. And it says, clone of Miss Buckingham Stussy of the Rocks Pirates. Mad for successful clone. Unit 1, Stussy. Chapter ends. And oh my god. I just have a lot to talk about right now, and I know everyone wants me to talk about what the hell's with Stussy. I'll get to that when I get to that, but first thing, I think it's time to get to the discussion, and I want to discuss, well, more permanently, the first half with everything, and we kind of get the reveal that I do know, at least me and some of the Runaway Warlords had the theory that Vegapunk still had Kuma's memory on backup or something. And I don't know. I thought it would have been something like, you guys been reading the latest chapter of Dragon Ball Super. You know how the backup files for Cell is like on a CD or whatever. I thought you would be like, oh yeah, it's just on this disc. I just have to install it, and bam, he's there. But really, Kuma's memories, or what it seems like, is installed in this giant paw print bubble thing. And then, God, I don't know if we're going to go in next chapter. We see Bonnie start to go into the memory as Kuma. I don't think that'll lead into a flashback yet. I think if that does happen, Bonnie will wait for a while. And I don't know. I doubt Bonnie would die from that. But even so, it just is. It is very interesting what we're going with. And also, as I discussed earlier a little bit, god damn it, well, I don't feel like talking. You stupid Ava Plush or Flareon or whatever. But, I already discussed enough in the chapter review about Bonnie's powers. I'm really interested whatever the heck her devil fruit turns out to be, even if it's some kind of aging fruit, or even something about, like, time manipulation. I don't know. I'm just kind of curious whatever it turns out to be and everything. And I think it's really cool parallel that, we're talking so much about Kuma, and in between that moment, we jump back and forward to Kuma, him suffering, trying to, reach up the red line to, hopefully, I still think he might come back here. I don't know. Oh, dude, it would be so tragic if, like, in the next couple of chapters, Kuma, like the actual Kuma straight up dies, and Bonnie never sees Kuma again. Oh, God. Dude, that would be so sad. Man, I don't know if I was going to do that, but, God, I don't know. I am really curious to find out whatever is the decision that led to that, because as Vegapunk has stated, and I don't think he's lying, he said, yeah, Kuma was the one who made that decision. He told me absolutely not to tell you. He was the one who made the decision to become a mindless cyborg. It was all up to him. So, even when we get in the flashback where he's like, yeah, can you take me a peek at your memory? It's just like, no, absolutely not. There's no way I'm showing you that shit. So, God, I wonder, I really wonder what in Kuma's past eventually made him change his mind to everything. It just, oh God, this stuff is so intriguing, and I am still feeling really bad for Bonnie, and meanwhile, I'm feeling, well, I don't know why I don't feel Vegapunk deserved all of it, but I do enjoy his pain and misery, I guess. God, does that make me a bad person or anything? And then, for the other stuff, Harry talked about, freaking Kaku with his awaken well enough, and, everyone's going to stop the Seraphims now. But, then, well, we got the big ass reveal of Stutzi isn't really Stutzi, but kind of. She is, in fact, a clone. Mad's first successful clone. A clone of Miss Buckingham Stutzi of the Rocks Pirates. So, number one, Mads is first, because she was made, back when Mads was happening and everything. And then she was a successful clone of one of the Rocks Pirates. And who exactly, we all know a lot about the Rocks Pirates, but I need you to, just look at the name real quick. Miss Buckingham. Buckingham Stutzi. And, honestly, I wouldn't have caught this if I wasn't watching already another video that was talking about this. But if you remember, Weevil's mom, Miss Bucking, or you could also say Miss Buckingham Stutzi, which, to be fair, I know a lot of people made the theory that Bucking was part of the Rocks crew and everything. And I feel like this pretty much confirms it to me. Dude, freaking Bucking, which also really makes me wonder if actually, freaking Weevil is actually Whitebeard's son and everything. But actually, I'm actually kind of more thankful that we're getting this reveal right here, because for a while I was really wondering, okay, what the hell is Weevil and Bucking going to do? Because they're kind of just, I don't know, left off to the side and everything, and we just haven't seen any real focus on them. They were mentioned, they showed up, they mentioned they destroyed, I forgot who they destroyed from the Whitebeard crew, but one of them, and that's all we get of them. But I don't know, it is just very interesting that we're finally getting this connection, and I think with this, they're obviously going to be playing a much more important role eventually down the line in the story, since we're in the final arc and everything. And actually, fun fact, I don't know if you guys know this, but actually, Bucking's voice in the English dub for One Piece is actually Luffy's dub actor from the 4Kids dub. Yeah, I actually had to look this up. I'm like, huh, That's honestly pretty cool. I do know some of the other 4Kids dub actors have gotten into the actual, One Piece Funimation / Crunchyroll dubs. Goddamn, I hate it now. So that's honestly kind of pretty cool. They act way better than they acted and there, but I guess that shows good. I guess that shows the quality of having a good voice director. Yeah, but back to Stutzi right near the clone of Stutzi, where I see a bunch of people already jump into the conclusion that she's a vampire and everything, and I don't know what exactly this could be. I still think it's very likely it's a vampire, but not to throw out the possibility that maybe Bakken could also have the vampire devil fruit, so it's an exact copy of her, when she was on the Rocks crew, which actually would be pretty cool, actually. And then, let me see, what else? It could be that Baki never had a devil fruit and Vegapunk artificially added it to her. Definitely could be, or could be just an unrelated scientific ability, but I think it's probably a devil fruit that actually Baking probably had, even if it's the vampire devil fruits, or even if it's, I don't know, I don't know, to my mind, because with the wings, they totally remind me something of a succubus, or a a Lilith, or one of those demonic creatures. Those come up to my mind. I still think it's probably a vampire, because we see her literally, kind of bite down on Lucci, and obviously succubuses don't bite. Well, not in the way that we see here, but yeah. So I don't know. It's probably still a vampire devil fruit, but it just got me so intrigued. And since this is what their first successful clone, maybe even if it's something like the vampire devil fruit, it's not to like the fullest capability as we see like all these seraphims completely using all their devil fruit powers of whoever. So it could actually be maybe she has that devil fruit, but it couldn't be cloned in a complete way. Like she has some of the abilities of the vampire fruit, like I don't know, at max she can kind of grow those wings and everything, but she can't do all the, she can't go like full zone or everything like at where she can do hybrid maybe, or maybe it's something closer to something, maybe she's like closer to, I don't know, like a one of the, like an artificial zone fruits that we saw from Caesar, where they have a permanent body part attached, where I don't know, maybe Stutzi was hiding those wings. No, that's probably not it. I'm just like really thinking about this and everything, and just the ever closing realization of the rock spiders. Oh god, we're so excited to learn more about the rock spiders, because before this it was almost nothing. We got like little mentions of here and there, like Kaido joined the Rocks crew, and then the main players who were part of the Rocks crew, including Kaido, Big Mom, Shiki the Golden Lion, and a bunch of those other people that we may or may not remember. So yeah, it is just so intriguing finding out more about the story. And Stutzi, well, you gotta admit, she's been acting kind of sus this whole time. Goddamn, I really want to use that as the title for the, like the video, but, I'm not going to do that. I mean, who knows? Maybe when I actually do, I'll actually do that, but, we'll find out eventually or so, but, you can figure that out. What I want. What else do I don't want to talk about? I mean, I mean, right now, I would think, because like, is Lucci really going to be knocked down that easily next chapter? That really makes me ask and everything. And I mean, oh wait, I just remember something from last chapter. Vegapunk called on the one person. This is who they were talking about, their secret agent, their spy into the world government. Stutzi. Ooh. Very, very, very interesting. I mean, I do know people for a while did say that Stutzi wasn't really working for the world government. She's maybe like a triple crosser, because she supposedly works for the the underground, and then she actually works for the Native Blood. In turn, she actually works for Vegapunk. So I guess she is a double crosser. I mean, who knows? Maybe we find out she's a triple crosser. She fights for herself. Ooh. Well, one of those things we have to find out eventually. But yeah, dude, this reveal just it's goddamn. It's got me thinking, and I don't know. I actually think I might do a video. Because I don't think we have a break this time, but yeah, so maybe like the next couple of days I'll do a video about like what is exactly Stutzi's devil fruit power. Just, oh god, it's making me think all of those things. Anything else I gotta really say? I mean, she's the first successful clone. Ooh. And Stutzi, honestly, if Bocking is really a younger Stutzi, I can see why, Whitebeard might have hooked up with her a little bit. Especially if she has the, if we're playing Advocate's Devil, maybe if she has the devil fruit of, non-Lilith, a succubus. Ooh, actually, yeah, I don't know. I still feel kind of weird that if Weevil's actually Whitebeard's son, I don't know. I just feel kind of weird about that. But, yeah, I discussed about this chapter plenty. It's a excellent chapter, building up the tension between, Bonnie and Vegapunk and what the heck's happening with Kuma. We're just building up with that. And then, you know, we expect all hell to break loose with the Seraphins going up there with one chance of overturning this battle that we see if one of the Vegapunks can go there. But then another playing card shows up with Stutzi. I think it's excellent. It's excellent. Fantastic. Great. Honestly, just great job, guys. Great job. You did a fantastic job, Stutzi. Or just Oda in general, I guess. God damn it. Stutzi's just on the mind. How she's been playing. But, yeah, anything else I gotta really say before doing anything else stupid, maybe? Yeah, not really. I really did enjoy this chapter. I talked about what could happen next time. But, yeah, that ends the video. You know, I should probably mention that, you know, I'm doing live streams, you know, every Saturday, or, well, actually, actually I might, because I'm recording this on Saturday, and, actually I might do, that, what, a Pokemon stream Sunday? We'll just see how it is. I mean, either way, I would just recommend, you know, following me on my Twitch, and just, you know, whenever I do the streams, I pop up. Boom, there. I don't know, I might do more streams. I'm still waiting for a goddamn art commission so I can, you know, start with doing the champion fight in my Brilliant Diamond Nuzlocke. But yeah, we're doing a Pokemon Scarlet Nuzlocke, so God, just so much to talk about and discuss and everything. And, you know, I want to get your guys' full opinions on this. I doubt if anyone would care, but I am thinking about, because, I don't know, for the longest time, I've literally owned all of, like, the Harry Potter films, everything. I've never watched them. I did watch the first Fantastic Beasts film. That's, like, it. But, I don't know. I don't know. Recently, I really want to get to watching it. I thought of the idea of live reacting to it, or just making reactions or something. So, if you guys would be into that, you know, comment down below or whatever. But if you're not, But, yeah, you know, it's just something that's been on my mind. And I don't know. Because, like, literally right here, own goddamn all 8 Harry Potter films. And I just don't know. Because I'm sure I'm going to like it. Like, I have no doubt about it. But it's just one of those things where I'm like, I know I'm going to love this, but I don't know. Do I want to live react or not and everything? And especially with that new Harry Potter game coming out. I don't know. I mean, it does look cool and fun. And hey, who knows? Maybe I'll finish all my live reactions and then go in that game and create, I don't know, my totally original Harry Potter OC Do Not Steal. But, yeah, we'll see about that in the future. But yeah, other than that, if you like videos like this, like, comment, subscribe, up to you. I'm just playing out the options, okay? If you don't feel like doing any of them, you could just walk away and leave. It hurts no one with that. But, yeah, I guess that's really it. So, you know, I guess I'll see you guys next time when, well, let's just see how much of Stutzi's true colors show up next time. See ya. Goddamn. But, yeah, Mac, me talking. God. Okay, I should probably mention this, but sometime soon, I'm, continuing Mac with the, goddamn, what was the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, Fusion Fall Let's Play. Yeah, I'm going back with Fusion Fall. I'll just say that. I'm planning. I haven't recorded the videos yet, but we'll be going back to that series. And if you're not an old head on my channel, you will not know, but I think it's time for me to go back to that. It's just
the time is right. That's all I gotta really say. I don't know what the fuck else to say. Want to do more shit. I definitely want to do a final stream on the last day of because I forgot what was the last day that they said, but yeah, sometime in March, the Wii U slash 3DS shops going to shut down. So I just want to do like a big appreciation stream during then. I don't know what exactly I'm going to do. If I'm going to, probably going to play like Wii U games and stuff. I can't exactly capture Wii games, but you know, have fun with my Wii U. You know, going back playing. You know, all those games that I own, like Breath of the Wild. Still don't own it on Switch. Oh, well, just one of the things we'll have to see with the future. But, yeah, well, with about roughly 2 more months left over, you know, since my phone won't shut the fuck up, I guess it's time to end this video here. Bye.